Hi, welcome back to another game of Steel Division. Today I'm going to be playing on the Axis side in blue, using the 122nd Infantry going up against the AI hard on the left in red, and they'll be using the 44 Yard Guards Jacobi. So before we get into it, just going to quickly show off both the decks. So first up is the 122nd Infantry German Division on a Maverick deployment type. This is going to be a pretty aggressive deck. Just trying to make all those early pushes and try not to let it get too far into the late game. So we've got the Panzer Grenadiers coming up in Phase A, along with the Pioneers and some Finnish infantry with Molotov cocktails. These guys here are going to be dealing with the close quarter combat. And then in Phase B, bring up the Grenadiers and the Storm Grenadiers with their MP44s. Very powerful unit there. We've also got the Stug 3Gs and Stug 4s for armor support. We've got Marder 2s and the 88 AT guns for anti-tank. We can make those pushes with our heavy artillery supporting us and the Ju 87D5s in the sky. We then have the FW90s coming up for air support and bombing runs. Next up is the 44 Yard Guards Jacobi Russian infantry deck on a balanced deployment type, and this deck wants to get into the late game. So we've got plenty of units coming up in each phase. Phase A being the Guardiers and Sappers, along with the Tanker Sneaky. They'll be coming up in the M4A1 half tracks as well. We've got Guardiers, Sappers coming up in Phase B, and then Autosma Sneaky and Guardiers for Phase C. They're going to be backed up by the T-34 76s along with the T-34 85s. Phase B, some more 85s, and then Phase C, even more 85s coming up. We've also got the Su-152s coming up in Phase B and C with the Elite, so they're going to be very accurate, very powerful. Just some ZIS-3s for anti-tank support, the 85s dealing with air and also armor. Got some off-map, some regular artillery as well with the Su-76Ms, and then we're trying to control the skies for bombing runs with the Tu-2Ss and the Yak-3s. So the game's starting now, and I'm going to be using this bottom flank to be pushing up into this town, along with holding this forest here, stop anything from trying to advance through there. Got some units moving up into the town, along with this ridge, and some more units moving over into these foresty areas. We're about to see the first engagement in this town on the south. The Shrek's going to run into those Ognis Speaky. Thankfully we do get to unload without losing that squad. But the second flame wave does knock it out. MB42 has unloaded in the church though, and now those Finnish units picking apart that MG unit and managed to give us the flag. These guys just stand up now. We've also got the Stug 3 slowly coming up in the back, going to be able to provide armor support. Down the south here, I'm going to bring up another Stug 3 with a recon squad to try to capture and secure that flag. We've got a Pioneer squad that's going to unload and just hold this ridge, try to stop anything again from pushing up. Stug 3 is about to take and hold this ridge here and just kind of like shoot down at their armor and infantry. We did manage to get those Flamewaffens and Panzer Shreks into the town, along with the Flamewaffen into the bush. It does go down to the Sappers though, unfortunately. The Grenadiers were caught out in the open, and I didn't really have anything that could try to save them, so I'm unfortunately going to lose those two squads. I try to roll the Stugs forward a little bit, see if they can try to help out. But there's just too much armor on either end. With such a large stack of infantry also moving forward. Pioneers and sappers look like they're about to engage. Luckily we are in the more dense forest, so we should win that exchange. There you go, your 7 does come down for a bombing run, but does miss its target. Managed to fall back to these infantry though. Stugs shouldn't have any trouble finishing off that 76. Oh, very close. MG42 does start to engage with these sappers now. The sniper team is going to be quite threatening though. I believe it's elite as well. I think the Stug's about to go down. Yeah, unlucky since I did have the leader coming up to give that extra experience. That might have changed that into my favour. But we've got some reinforcements coming down now. The idea was actually these Stug 3s were going to roll down with the reinforcements, but after losing that Stug to the 85, I ended up just leaving them up on this ridge. I also didn't realise that these units were pushing up onto this hill. Now we've actually got some guard gears starting to set up in the forest as well, which is just left these very vulnerable. The 76ers down that road is also going to be applying pressure, and they've just set up a complete kill box around these guys. I do try to drop smoke to try to save as many men as possible, but it's just not looking good. Since they are caught out in such open fields, there's nowhere I can really safely get to. And my Stug's engaging with those tanks back there. So to deal with this threat, I am bringing up some grenadiers. They're going to push up and try to get rid of them. Pioneers are also knocking out some infantry that managed to sneak up this hill. Over in the town, pretty quiet. Looks like he's not going to try and challenge this flag at all. And also pretty quiet down the south. MG42 goes down. Bit of a waste of a satchel there. Trying to crawl those guys over to some buildings, dropping the smoke with our flame welcome. And our grenadiers are going to get ready to engage with these units over here. We've also got the Stuff 42 support tank. So it's got these heat shells and 105mm HE shells. Really good at dealing with infantry. I'm going to be trying to hit them from both sides with these grenadiers, and then trying to break out close quarter, finish units with their Molotovs. Sniper team does go down, and everything else is starting to run away, giving us control of our flag again. Over in the town, we do manage to try and fall those grenadiers back, but we do see the surrender. Try to answer this with some stub 3s, pushing them down with the leader. Still nothing happening down in the south just yet. Now I've managed to get a foothold on this hill and stopping any further advance from the enemy. We do push out those Scud Veers with our Stug 3Gs. I'm going to try to race this guy over to this house here. I don't know if he's going to make it though. They've got a 76 coming down and also an M2A1. Nice hit there by the Stug 3. Got an 85 up there, which shouldn't have too much trouble knocking out my Stug 3. There it goes. .76 goes down. Leader's still pinned though. Not too sure if he's gonna make it. I'm starting to push up now. I thought I could maybe try and get this flag. And I want to set up a little bit of a back defense since we are losing this town. So I've got the Pack 40 coming up along with a couple of Pioneer squads. They're going to make sure that this Guard Veer squad can't get to this flag. One thing I did forget though is that it does have the PTRD. And I wanted to unload this as close as possible to get those frag grenades off. But as you'll see... Oh no, we did get it, sorry. I think it might be a bit later in the game, but I do try to get a Opal Blitz really close to a unit, and it gets taken out by their PTRD. So my tanks do go down there, giving them the flag again. So that's the Store 42. That was some good damage. I didn't realise it could shoot from back there. So there's Stug 3 rolling up, giving us this flag here. These are a pretty good Finnish recon squad as well. They've got 6 SVT-40s along with 3 PPSHs, and then the anti-tank satchel charges for any tanks getting a little bit too close. Oh sorry, those are AT grenades. I'm not sure why they're called AT satchels. I'm about to watch them knock out these flamethrowers because I did see this bulge here. I wasn't too sure what was out here, so I've got him going over to spot whatever was there. But it was actually this guy here. where everyone goes down. But they do have this SU-152 coming up along with an 85 and some Guardiers, which is quite scary since this Stug 3, I don't think it can actually engage with that. I'm trying to pull him back a bit, just try to get him out of range. Managed to knock out that Guardier squad before it unloads. We'll take a big hit from the SU-152, so I'm just going to try to pull these guys back. And I'm bringing up an answer. I've got the 88 AT gun coming up along with some Storm Grenadiers, so they'll be able to deal with armor. Till they arrive though, we are just going to try to stay hidden back here. Try to get these guys out of there. We don't want to lose these units. Hoping this Stug 3 can get a nice side shot on the 85 at close range. Ooh. Might even... looks like we're about to lose that Stug 3G down there as well. Oh, nice. The SU-152 does go down by just Molotovs by the looks of it. So over in the town, I've just dropped some smoke using my heavy artillery. We're going to try and make a push with these Grenadiers, these Storm Grenadiers, Stug 3. And I believe that's some recon coming up as well. While they're pushing the town, I'm also going to be pushing into this forest, trying to secure this flag. I didn't realise they had these 85s back here though, so this Stug 3 is more than likely going to go down. It does knock out one of those, pretty impressive. Might actually get the second. That was actually a pretty close engagement though, considering the difference in those two units. Normally the 85 should easily take out that Stug 3, but I think due to the extra experience on him, we managed to knock out almost both of those 85s. So infantry do manage to get into the town pretty safely, which is good to see. Over here the 88 has set up and managed to knock out that 85. We did lose the Stug 3 along with all of our infantry though, which was a bit unfortunate. Storm Grenadiers are going to push up though. They should have no problem holding this town. They can pretty much go up against any infantry and win, and any armor trying to come up will also go down quite quickly. We lose the Stug 3G, unfortunately, just leaving our recon squad to fend for itself. Not too much happening. We've brought up some more Stugs. FW-190 was going to come down for a strafing run, but a recon squad surprisingly just wiped out that unit without any help at all, requiring any help at all. Yeah. We're going to start bringing up the Grenadiers and Storm Grenadiers. These are a great combo together. So you've got the Grenadiers with their dual MG42s, Or is it just one, a singular MG42? And for the long range, and then you've got your Storm Grenadiers coming up in the close quarter combat with their 10 MP44s. Also got a Marder 2 coming up. It's going to set up in this forest here. Ooh, 88 taking a nice shot there. A1 goes down. And I think I just heard the Panzerfaust from the Storm Grenadiers knocking out that 85. We might see another shot though from the 88 if that 85 gets a little bit too close. We'll zoom in on that. Big shot there. There we go. So over in the town, just moved up the Storm Grenadiers. They're going to try and take out that tanker Sneaky. And I'm just trying to counter that AA that I spotted back there. Tanker Sneaky do go down. And we're about to see our next engagement down the south. Should be able to see these Storm Grenadiers just shred these guys. Which also will give us control of this flag as well. I'm just using my artillery to counter artillery them. There's big heavy shells coming in. And some more reinforcements going into the town. This time I think I'm bringing some over onto this side and some more over onto this side. Ju-87 coming in. I think the idea is that, yeah, I was going to use these recon to spot for our plane, but they were a little bit too close. I didn't realize they were right there. We managed to take them out, but at the cost of our recon squad. And we've actually moved up those Storm Grenadiers and Grenadiers over to this side of the flag. And just holding one back to be as like a rear guard if anything tries to push this way. Large group of units coming over onto the north side. I don't really have any answers to that just yet, so I am going to be bringing up my commander and some more heavy artillery. These are going to be the 150mm. Might see an engagement here with this 85. Big hit from the ISU-152. I think we should be okay here. Oh, nope. It does go down, but the Stug Balls in the town are now going to start engaging. Shouldn't have any problem dealing with that. Does go down, and we're now just bringing up some Finnish units. We managed to take control of this flag, and our grenadiers engaging with those guardiers. I did bring up the FW-190 as well to strafe them, which I might have missed. Over in the town, the Marder 2 goes down to that SU-152. They do manage to pin down our grenadiers, but we've got a sniper team coming up now. Should see a sniper versus sniper match. So the Stug 4s are now pushing up, since I realised that they've probably got limited armour here now, and smoke coming up just in case there is something there waiting. The Storm Pioneer is going to take this forest for us. Large push. Going to try and take this flag now. Down in the south, not too much happening, but that's the game. So not too bad. We got 2,600 kills to 1,200 losses. Thanks for watching.